Hello, pile number one, and welcome to your reading. Thank you guys so much for being here today. We're going to be taking a look at the karma for the person who did wrong by you guys. So by now you guys would have chosen the graphic smoky quartz, which looks like this. My card is a little bit damaged, which is why I've been choosing images of the crystals instead for the grabbers. But tapping into your guys' energy. Now, I don't actually think this has anything to do with this crystal, but this person undid your self-love processes. Before you came across this person, right, pile number one, I believe you might have already have been going through like an awakening process. This person came along as a life lesson for you. At the time, you might have like been on what some might call a twin flame journey, or you were hoping to have been like trying to manifest a soulmate at the time that this person crossed your path. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be a soulmate in a romantic sense. This could be like a friend or a mentor or someone who was like aligned to you that you could be intimate with or build a companionship with. I would say like a friend, a lover, or I heard like a close bond with someone, I don't know, like a best friend. But this person might have held things against you which affected your ability to forgive yourself. And this could have been things like from the past. They keep detaching your past to you, is what I heard. And I would say that they probably damaged your self-confidence or your self-esteem. I think they would tell you what you should be doing a lot of the time as well. I also think that they probably affected your perspective of your reality. They would manipulate your thoughts, or at least try to. And what once brought you stability, like within yourself, how you knew yourself, what you had built within yourself, what you had grown, what you had realized, put into actualization, you know, all the hard work and effort that you had put in, they probably worked to undo it, or like make you doubt how far you had actually come or how much work you had actually put in to get to where it was that you were. It was like they were claiming your work, your self-work, with the number 49 being here. Yeah, you went through, it was either once this person parted from you, you had to go through like a whole reinvention of self, or if you were with this person tried to reinvent you into what they wanted you to be based on how they wanted to perceive you. And they tried to tell you who you were, and disconnected you from your own soul's path, like your own journey, your own lessons that you had developed and learned for yourself from what you had been through prior to this person coming into your life. They claimed a lot of responsibility for your accomplishments, I would say, with the graphic smoky quartz being here. The efforts that you put in, they made themselves responsible for it. They probably also took credit for your achievements as well, and they probably affected the trust that you have formulated within yourself. And the reason why I'd say that is because they probably were quite like, I don't know what the word would be, but they would tell you one thing and then lead you on like a chase of you discovering the meaning of what they were telling you, to only change their minds and then be like, why are you doing that? And you'd be like, because you told me to. And then they'll be like, no, I didn't. And it's like, but you did though. Like, you did though. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think this person also made you feel a little bit bad for like you exploring your own life journey, your own past. I don't know. Okay, let's go ahead and take a deeper look into the reading. If that tends to resonate with you and how you felt affected by the person that was on your mind, the rest of this reading is going to most likely resonate with you guys. Please bear in mind, pile number one, these are general readings, so I'm trying to generalize something that you guys would experience in your own ways. You know what I'm talking about? Trust strategizing with the chess queen coming out here. Yeah, so this person probably tried to sabotage a lot of your own plans. They sabotaged the trust it was that you built with yourself and how it was that you knew yourself. This person moved strategically themselves. They wanted to affect the way it was that you saw yourself or could discover yourself to be. They kind of halted your progress, really, and sent you on, like, I'm seeing this like roundabout. It's like you're going round a roundabout thinking you're actually getting somewhere, but you're starting. It's like you came to a point where you realize you're not turning off anywhere. You're not going in a direction. You're just going in roundabout ways of moving towards a direction. And that's kind of what this person wanted for you. What was their intention? They wanted to affect your natural movement, your natural growth processes. We have creativity and vastness. This person was made you really nervous a lot of the time. I would probably say that they made you feel puzzled. They made you feel insane at some points, I would say. They probably even could have told you that you were crazy, or accused you of things with a lack of evidence, with the River Queen being here and the cosmos, creativity and vastness. And then you have the chess queen. This person could have even have strategized a certain effective plan that in a way kind of left you feeling used, either for your resources or your connections, your creativity, your ideas. It's like your intellectual property. This person could have like got ideas out of you and then never given you the credit that you deserve, with 36 being here, 41 and also 30. As like from your own self-work, you had created a lot of inner security and stability for yourself, and what this person did was swooped in, took it from you, claimed it as their own, and then discredited you for all the work that you did, all the while implementing what you had shared with them, while also telling you what they're doing isn't working based on what you advised them. And through their own self-discovery, they advised you illfully or wrongfully, and you discovered that. And then this person was like, tried to like affect your memory of what they did or something, and they tried to make you let it go, like just overlook it or forget about it. And I think for a while you probably did overlook and forget about a lot of things that they did, but in the long term I think you realize how this affected your trust within yourself and your better judgment, your trust and your better judgment, pile number one. Yeah, with angelic help and miraculous aid, it came out in reverse here. What this was saying was that, yeah, you were ignoring your better judgment, your intuition, your divine guidance. That came out after I had already said it, so it just came out in support of what we were saying. Okay, so alright then. Yeah, I think you might have even have asked your guides a lot of the time when you were dealing with this person to help you out, help get you out of a sticky situation, with the assistance and control card coming out here. I just split the deck. So yeah, I don't know. This person probably met you with a lot of aggression when you were trying to be optimistic. That's the way this person would combat you. Your solutions, this person didn't want solutions in balance. This person wanted domination and to come out on top in some way, shape or form. With the fairness and balance coming out here, number 38. Yeah, this person had their own agenda, their own focuses and their own intentions, and that's kind of what they went after. With surprises, sometimes shock and total paradigm shift, yeah. I think this person got what they wanted and it ended up being completely outside of what they expected it was going to be. Number one. And now they're kind of bitter about it. I think you let this person go ahead and do what it was that they wanted to do, and reveal to themselves like the truth of what they thought. I don't know how to put it in any other way. Okay, so what is the karma for the person that's on the mind of those who are visiting? Pile number one. This person is going to ask for help from people around them, and the people that are around them are not going to provide them with a certain type of help that they are seeking, with the camel boy coming out here. People around them are going to kind of sidestep them or give them like breadcrumbs that doesn't really help and sends them in loops, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, because the thing is, people are seeing this person as having issues, but their issues is them, so they can't help someone who doesn't want to help themselves. I found myself saying this quite a bit in a lot of different karmic situations. It seems to be a pattern and a consequence. When you refuse to take accountability, pile number one, what happens is that you surrender your free will, you surrender your power, you surrender your presence, and you surrender your nature, which all in turn, it's like a sacrifice of vitality and energy, and a sacrifice of being able to build your own destiny in the way you wish for it to unfold, because you become a victim to your own doing. That's what this person is. They are in a perpetual cycle of victimhood, with 33 being here. It's like a victimhood consciousness of their own design. This person is probably also gonna try to set intentions, make goals, have ambitions. Even some might pray to their guides or their guardians, to their source, but they're going to find it kind of backfire. Because the sun dances came out, but it came out in reverse. And this is joyful activity, celebration of life and abundance. It makes sense. So this came out in reverse, but I'll let you guys see what it looks like. This person is going to be asking for solutions and the easy way out of situations that they've caused for themselves. But the thing is, they're kind of possessed with illusions. I mean, that's because they keep lying to themselves. So, of course, they're going to manifest and attract in people that are deceptive, that are illusionated, that are warped in perspective, that are warped in belief and understanding or in clarity. And they're going to kind of pass it on to them. And it's going to affect their ability to trust the people around them and their ability to trust in their own better judgment. And that's because we have the dream walker, dreams, the collective good, and illusions. Yeah. This person is illusionated by dreams that lack substance, because they're not supporting their dreams by the appropriate actions. And that's partly the problem here. Yeah, they're not going to be able to stand in their free will or follow their own inspiration or their authentic purpose, because they've lost touch with what is meaningful to them, because they keep renouncing their authentic truth by denying what needs to be taken accountability for, over, what they need to do to recorrect where it has that they have deviated from the healthy or right path, the reflective path. They are choosing this path that they're on now, which is reflecting something that is outside of their authentic character. Or is it? This is where they're needing to come to a point with themselves. Is who I am reflecting myself to be my truth? Is that who I really am? Is that how I really operate? Is my own deception that I'm projecting on the world around me actually the world's fault? Is it actually your fault? Because somehow, in some way, this person feels tainted by you because of your own self-work and how you outgrew them and left them behind and proved them wrong, and then put into action the ideas that you shared with them that they tried to adopt as their own and got nowhere with. And you're actually putting an action behind what it was that you shared with them and proving to them that, no, I was right. This is the truth. This is the pattern. It's not even my truth. It is just is. Why are you angry at me? That's their problem. It's because underlaying everything, they feel unworthy, pile number one, and they made that your fault. They made it your fault. And partially that's because they're jealous of you. Which I don't really understand, but this person feels like they're held back from your success, or you proving them wrong has been like a huge identity crisis, was what I just heard. Ugh. And I heard that you might not be sold on what I'm saying. How will they know? How will they know that this karma has hit this person? You're going to know because you're going to see it through their personas. either on social media or through their own life reflection. This could have been someone from your far past, if I'm honest, and you're going to get proof of how they haven't changed. They've stayed the exact same of how they used to be, whereas you've changed a lot. Like, you've left behind a lot of past obsessions. I'd say you left behind a lot of things that you once fell victim to, because you overcame it, you rose above it through choosing better ways of being, better ways of living, better choices. You started living more intentionally and moved more accordingly to your morals and your core nature, who it is that you know yourself to be, which in turn started to support you in creating a life that was authentically reflective to who it is that you are. And this person has not left you alone. They have followed you all the way through. All the way through is what I just heard. This could have been someone who followed you through from like childhood, early teens, or someone who has background on your family, because the song that I just heard was Mockingbird by Eminem. Takes me by you, mockingbird, I'ma give you a word. I'ma fight, I'ma ring for you, I'ma sing for you, I'll do anything for you to see you smile. This person is really materialistic, and they like to do things to prove themselves rather than just be. Pile number one, and that's a big part of the problem. They don't understand that all they need to do is just be, and be true, and be genuine, and be authentic, and be honest with themselves. Because as soon as they can do that with themselves, they can start to do that with the people around them, and then there wouldn't be such an issue. There wouldn't be so many obstacles. There wouldn't be so much negativity in this person's life. They have a problem with owning who it is that they are. So to solve the karma for them, the life lesson is to surrender to change, their need to change, and their need to embody themselves, with number 29 being here, which reduces down to 11. They need to become more in alignment with who it is that they really are, and bring peace to their internal world with their external persona that they then approach the rest of the world with, that they're in coexistence with, in more authentic ways that then bring back authentic compliments, authentic fulfillments, authentic opportunities. You know what I'm saying, pile number one? So as soon as this person lets go of all the lies, they'll be good. But they won't. They won't. You won't see it anytime soon, because they're attached. With the Hungry Ghost coming back out here, number 14, 1 and 4. They're going to have to make the decision to become stable and secure within themselves, knowing that who they are authentically is enough. They don't have to have a label to be more than enough. They just need to be, and that is everything, which is what they don't understand. So they compensate, overcompensate, and they will continue to do so. So they're literally seeding the results of what they get, and they don't stop to consider how it is that it's not going to work. If anything, it's detaching them further away from what it is that they're wanting, and they're going to just have to keep putting in extra effort to transform. They're going to feel disconnected from their intuition, and they're going to feel like it's going to take too much time to get back to where it is that they want to. So they're going to keep surrendering their power and staying in their own cause of effect. Those are the messages I have for you today. Thank you so very much for stopping by. With all that being said, until next time, pile number 1. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 2, and welcome to your reading. Thank you guys so much for being here today. We're going to be taking a look at the karma for the person that's on your mind, and how it is that they wronged you. So first of all, we're going to touch on how it was that they affected you. And this is what you can use to identify if this reading is for you or not. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't, pile number 2. They didn't listen to you on purpose. They purposely ignored details. I'm saying like headphones. This person could have been really, really loud, like yelled a lot. You had to learn to zone out a lot. It was like a constant state of overwhelming stimulation with this person. And instantly I felt like a sinking emotion. Give me 2 seconds. I need to ground this out. Sorry about that, guys. Are you guys, some of you guys might know that you have autism. And if so, the person that's on your mind didn't understand what autism is, or how it works, or what's being overstimmed looks like and how it's felt. This person mistreated your diagnosis, and I apologize. I apologize. So for those of you who recognize that, this is a family member that we're reading today. But for others of you, this person could have cast a glamour spells on you, pile number 2. They made you feel bad for how it was that you looked, your unique creativity, your unique expression of self. They made you feel judged for who it was that you were, and how it is that you are, is what I just heard. They were actually quite jealous of how powerful you are. That's what you don't know. They were actually jealous of what you were capable of creating, and this person took it out on you in ways of like demeaning you. I would say demeaning the word, where they would like tear it to pieces or make it seem like it was less incredible than what it was. And if this isn't something that you did, it's who you are, like who you are. And all I keep feeling is like, why are you here then? If you don't like who I am, why are you here? Why are you around me? You don't have to be here. Leave me alone. Like, I think you lost respect for this person. At one point in time, I think you had a big love or like adoration for someone in particular. But then this person kind of projected a lot of their own denials on you. Like, you are who they want to be. That's the problem. That's their problem. That is their issue. That is why they're mad. Why they will continue to stay mad. The more you progress on the path that you're on, the more you are just yourself. That's why this person doesn't like you. You prove to them that they are not what they want themselves to be, or how they like to see themselves. And you do this effortlessly just by you being yourself. Honestly. As unfortunate as that is. And what a sad reality for them, in all honesty. Good on you for being who it is that you are, but this person hated on you for your inner nature, your ability to pay attention to the synchronicities and signs. You're the type of person to be pulled back into the moment by small things. Like, I could see you being in a deep conversation with someone, and you guys are just sitting there like listening, and then you see like a butterfly fly past, and you're like, oh, butterfly, and you kind of like zone out on it, and then this person's like, hello, I'm here, not over there. And you're like, oh, sorry, I am listening. But there's this type of person, like, they wouldn't let you just enjoy the moment, just enjoy joy. They wouldn't let you just be you. They always made it seem like there was something wrong with you, or like you weren't right. But this person really was jealous of your beauty and your ability to be fearlessly yourself. That's why they tried to box you in so much, isolate you, or criticize you, so you felt like you had no choice but to kind of surrender to who they wanted you to be. This person was also jealous of your courage and your inner strength, pile. Number 2, you might not feel like you have a lot of inner strength or a lot of courage or a lot of confidence, but this person obviously sees as though you have more than they do, regardless of the act. If they seem like they have a lot of confidence, they don't. It's pride and ego. It's a false sense. So yeah, this person might have also what's that word when they stop you from getting your needs? Like, I don't know. If this was a family member that you were inquiring about, or like a best friend or someone that you lived with that was really, really close to you, or even a lover, this person would make excuses as to why they needed like the last of something. Like, say for example, if you had money that you were saving to get yourself in particular, something would come up and they would use it as an excuse to have to need that money or something, and then they'll give you the full sob story, or then tell you that they're going to pay you back or something, and they never do. They just take advantage of you. Controlling, drama, conflict of interest. So yeah, this person purposely probably created a lot of drama, purposely created a lot of issues in your life with especially other people outside of you. They purposely tried to create indifferences within your understanding so that there could be drama. This is how that they would control you. If this is like an ex-lover you're asking about the karma of, they would literally create arguments with you so that they could leave, or like run away, or at least that's how it seemed, to create indifference so that they didn't have to like work with you or deal with you. Another thing that this person could have done, if it was like a work partnership or like a friendship, they spread false rumors about you to other people outside of you to create indifference or to separate you. Pile number 2. They were jealous of how you always made a better decision than them. That's the thing. We have responsibilities, lessons, and growing up. Yeah. They were jealous of how you would take or extract life lessons from your situations and learn how to grow yourself, mature yourself, or make better in your situations, you know. Infinity, destiny, and magic. Yeah. This is confirming what I was saying. They're jealous of how it was that you knew yourself so well and you were so present in your reality that you took what life was providing for you and you used it to help you to evolve yourself, to make the best out of your everyday reality. You became organized with what was presented to you so that you could create more harmony in your life, and that you could use what was being provided for you in the most idealized ways, which then made your life seem so much more than what this person is living. You might not actually see how impactful you are, or might not fully appreciate what it is that you have developed for yourself. This person is so ultimately jealous of you, pile number 2. That is the problem. They're jealous of your foresight, your ability to plan and execute, I want to say, your strategies. This person is jealous on the results you've accumulated and cultivated for yourself. They see you building the dreams it was that you guys once talked about, and that's what makes this person jealous. That you have the ability to actually go after what it is that you want, and to do everything that you said you were gonna do. So what is the karma for this person? They did wrong by you. This person's intuition is going to be affected. I think this person is also, get ready pile number 2, because I think this person is going to try to come out with like a new something. Like if you know that this person was working on like their own career, or like to create something in their life, it's going to end up backfiring on them, with number 8 being here and 10. Something's going to backfire on them. They organized something and it's going to fall through because they didn't look between the lines at the minor details that were really important, that would have held something together, but they didn't look at it. They're also going to be viewed as intimidating. Their persona, their energy, their aura, their plans and agendas are going to be questioned. Something is going to be formulated around them where they look suspicious, or they look like they're hiding something, or that they're doing something for a deeper, darker reason, and they're gonna get exposed for it or something. Like, I don't know. People are confused because they have a sort of like mystery shrouding them, but it's not a good type of mystery. It's like it's like this person is contriving something. Is that the word? Like, what's a consorting? What's that mean? I don't know what that is. I don't know. But this person is doing something and it's not with the right intentions, and they're going to get caught out for it. That's part of their karma. What is the karma? If this is someone you were working with, this person has been stalking you and trying to claim your work, recreating your work, claiming it as their own. This person could have even have confronted you in a false manner about work. Like if you had written something up, this person had known about it, got word about it, seen it, and then rewrote it and then reposted it as their own, and then hit you up and been like, excuse me, you copied my work. You know what I'm saying? If that is the case, this person is going to get found out because there's someone else who is looking into them. If this person stole your money, they're being researched, looked into, investigated, and they're going to get found out, probably fined, because there's like traffic lights in the background here, and for some reason I was like zoned all the way in onto the red light, so they're going to be stopped. If there was crime activity involved, this person is going to get found out. Yeah. It's because of the feelings of distrust that they're creating in the people around them or within their connections. If they've been stealing from someone, they're going to get found out. If they've been talking about someone, they're going to get found out. The lies that they have been spreading, they're going to get found out. The safe bubble that they think they've created around them is going to get popped. You know, someone has caught eye to things that didn't make sense at the very least. What is the karma for the person that's on the mind of my pile number 2s? We have timid, understood, and shy. So this person is not going to feel like they are surrounded by people that they can be their honest selves with or open up to. We have the Nephilim, controversial, assessing, and new perspectives. Then we have the Andromedans, autonomy, free will, and manifestation. This person's manifestation is going to end up backfiring on them, where they're going to gain new perspectives of what they first thought that they wanted. They're going to get exactly what they asked for, but it's not going to be what they thought that they wanted, and that's going to be the karma. They're going to end up changing their perspective or having a reinvention of understanding, and they're going to be uprooting past time conditions, beliefs, perspectives, or dogma that had been kind of like seeded in them. Because if you look at the Nephilim here, he's uprooting a tree and carrying it. That's what I see this person doing. Uplifting what they had taught, what they had shared, what they had painted as their personas, and they're going to probably end up having to move. For some of these people, they're going to have to move into a new environment, to a new area, to a new place. We have the Kabbalah, Tree of Life, integration, life lessons, and emanation. Yeah. This person, once again, is going to end up having to move. They're going to have like a complete reinvention of understanding, complete new awakening, and probably even an ego death as a result of doing you wrong. This person is going to realize that what you were trying to do for them was to help them to survive and adapt, so that they can become more reliable and create more sustainable results in their life, with the earth element being here. They're going to probably realize that you were also trying to help better their health or their understanding of health and creating results, manifestation. They're probably going to also realize that you revealed the truth of their truest core nature to them without them really paying attention. And a lot of the wisdoms and things that they overlooked, that you passed on to them and you pointed out or revealed the reality to, they're going to get a rude awakening, because it's like you try to warn them to help them to become aware of it so they could recorrect it in the past, and they're not going to recorrect it. They're going to keep living in it, and it's going to put them in situations that are 10 times worse, that kind of force them to confront what you've already shared with them. So they're gonna, a part of their karma is that they're going to be consistently reminded of you when situations come up that you've already told them about. either to do with how it is that they're contributing to situations or things that you warn them against doing. And that's part of the karma. Yeah, with self-memories and identity just came out. This person's going to have a lot of nostalgia about you. They're probably going to remember the better times that you kind of introduced, the color that you brought to their life, the imagination that you opened their minds up to. I think this person was very logical, very one-way being, could have even have been very cold in their personas and very private with their information. They could have been internal based or introverted. Very sassy, very bold though. Their boldness was like a mask of defense for them, protecting their inner truth with the strategies coming back out here. Foresights and planning. They didn't want people to know about their plans because they didn't want people to steal their perceptions or steal what it was that they were working on. The problem was they stole this anyway. The things they were working on, all the ideas that they had, the wisdoms and the outcomes, it was stolen. It wasn't earned. And that's the collapse that is going to happen, which they're going to have to learn from and grow through to mature themselves through. Everything you've been through, they're going to go through. But it's going to be in a much more hard-hitting, humbling way, because this person approached life in a very domineering, very corrupting way. They went on a road that was very utilitarian, or they were like totalitarians. Like they thought that they knew it all, were the highest, were the strongest, were the best, deserved the most. And they kind of proved to themselves that none of that is the case at all. And it humbles them, which humbles their ego. And they're going to remember you, and they're going to probably feel really bad. They're going to make clear distinctions as well of how it was that they were wrong. They were probably very aggressive, or they lusted after you rather than loved you in the ways that they probably sold. And that was a big part of the problem as well. So if this is someone who wronged you in a relationship, they're going to get into a relationship with someone else who is like them, but worse, for them to learn the true gravity of why you operating like that isn't in service of the highest and greatest good, and isn't a reflection of true love. So those are the messages I have for you today, pile number 2. Thank you so very much for stopping by. I hope this has come a positive service to you. With all that being said, until next time, bye-bye. Hello, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. Thank you guys so much for being here today. We're going to take a look at the karma for the person that's on your mind that did wrong by you. This is an open reading, so it could be related to love, work, family, anyone close to you. So you guys would have chosen the Golden Healers. Sorry, my cards are a bit damaged. Okay. This person insulted your intelligence a lot of the time. You're actually very, 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 very highly intellectual. Like, you're actually a lot more smarter than what people think. You're a lot more clever than what people think. You live a lot more intentionally than what people think. At least this person that did wrong by you, they now feel stupid. They really do. Let's see. Yeah, this person didn't realize that you guys can read people, read energy, or you have a practice that helps you to tap into divination of the esoteric. I think you guys are also catalysts from the Golden Healer here. You guys teach people that there are better ways of doing things, being and living effortlessly, because you lead by example. You lead in the advice that you give, which is why you give advice, because you know what works. You don't speak on what you don't understand, and you don't speak on what you don't know. Yeah, so I would say that this person made you feel like you didn't know what you were talking about. You weren't self-aware as what you really are. This person tried to discredit your quantum understandings or something, quantum understandings, quantum learning, quantum teachings, I don't know. They made you feel like you were paranoid. They made you feel nervous, anxious all the time. They made you feel probably like you were silly, that you were probably in more dominance of your ego than of your purity and your innocence, when this person made you feel like you were disingenuous. If I can give like an accurate description of what this person tried to do to you. They didn't want you to recognize your potential with the deer totem, the swan totem, and then also the golden healer. The golden healer here. You guys are very, very balanced within your feminine and masculine energies, but I want to say you guys are probably more dominant in your feminine. And the reason why I want to say this is because you are a healing presence. You are a healing presence. You help people to get back in touch with their free will, their authentic expression, and their authentic selves, and that was the problem. This person didn't like the parts of them that you were holding them accountable for. I see. Okay, so I would say that this person probably had a problem with you most of all because you are a channel for Christ consciousness. You are a channel for goodness, pile. Number 3. You really, really are. And this person tried to make you feel bad. Like what you were doing was evil. What you were doing was horrible. You had awful intentions. You were a bad person. But no, what this person was doing was projecting onto you what they should have been taking accountability for. What this person was doing was posing to be more than what they are by taking what you would share with them and one-upping it through researching it rather than actually internalizing what you were saying to make themselves seem like what you were giving to them was invalid. Does that make sense? This is someone who has like an inflated ego to a point where they make themselves seem to be a master. They make themselves seem to be a teacher. They make themselves seem to be a guru or someone to look up to, when really this person is very much in alignment with the descent of personal empowerment. This is the type of person that validates their own social prestiges or something, their own personal power, their own personal authority by control, by dominance of information. This is the type of person to exaggerate their experiences, and this is the type of person who will make you feel like you don't know what you're on about, and what you're doing is projecting onto them, when really, no, that's not the case at all. You've taken accountability, which is giving you the ability to see through the illusions that are posed in front of you and place back the reality of the truth. And what they're trying to do is keep that illusion there, because they are the ones who are casting out the illusion on themselves and what they're trying to throw out into the world for the world to perceive. You caught on to this and you pointed it out, pile number 3. And this person didn't like it, but you're a natural healer, you're a natural giver, you're a natural catalyst. You invoke transparency. Whether people like it or not, what they are coming out here. Whether people like it or not. This person tried to make you feel like you didn't see the potential of what you were seeing unfolding in front of you. You warned this person about the consequences, something that they were leading themselves into, and they tried to make you feel like that wasn't possible. You didn't know what you were on about. You didn't see what you saw. You didn't hear what you heard. You didn't know what you know. I would say this person once again was stealing inspiration from you, claiming it as their own, and then like trying to one-up you with it. They would even go out into the public after having interactions with you, adding on to work that you had done and then claiming it. And you pointed it out. And this person tried to punish you. Yeah, this person tried to punish you by turning people against you, I would say. This person was shocked and startled by your true intellect, because there was something that you pieced together logically and you called it out in them, and they don't know how you caught on to this truth. But it was because you saw a higher perspective behind what it was that they were trying to do. You understand the subconscious motives of this person, so they couldn't get a one-up on you. If you were affected, I don't think you were affected for very long. And I think it was more so like they tried to affect your intellect. the way it is that you see the world, and the way it is that you understand the nature of the people that you keep around you, the way it is that you understand yourself, your spiritual abilities, the way it is that you transform, what it is that you have come from, and what it is that you've developed within yourself. This person tried to attack your throat chakra. I just had a throat chakra moment. That's why I had to pause the thing. This person didn't know that you're not the type of person to bombard people with information. You give information when it is relevant, when it is helpful. That's why this person was shocked by your intellect, with the gazelle being here in the earth realm. They didn't know how self-aware you were, and they didn't know that the information you shared with them came from your own self-development. With the hawk being here, the whale totem, and the butterfly. Through your own self-reflections and delving into your own subconscious mind, into your own triggers, into your own nature and essence, you gained a higher perspective of what it took to evolve away from this person. And you proved to this person that you know what you're on about. This person doesn't. They tried to make you feel dumb. They tried to make you feel dumb. But what I just heard was, I hope you don't. I hope you don't feel dumb from the energy, because you're not. If anything, you followed your instinctual guidance, which was exactly what you were being guided to do by the energy. So what is the karma for the person that is on the mind of my pile number 3s? This person's intuition is going to be blocked. They're not going to be able to interpret, bridge, understand, or receive wisdom, guidance, healing, insight. If they are divinating, they're divinating the lower consciousness around them, which is going to manifest a lot of dark self-transformational processes. But it's going to be like a result of their own creation, which they know, because they're ignoring like guidance, they're ignoring truth, they're ignoring wisdom from people around them, because they would rather stay true to their own false personas, which is limiting their ability to stand in their natural strengths, which would be propelling them forward or helping them to get forward in life much more faster. But instead, this person keeps adopting other people's success, but they don't understand that other people are successful because they're being who it is that they naturally are. They don't need to do anything extended or more or overdone outside of that. They are just who they are and what it is that they're doing. This person needs to go through a full realignment, a full readjustment, a full rebirth, because what they're doing is creating out of what they've been told to do, false hope, illusions, misunderstandings, misconceived notions, misteachings, misdirection, corruption, dogma, propaganda. This person gives in to all of their negative resources and influences outside of them, but they won't listen to the goodness. I don't understand this consciousness. I don't understand. This is someone like an addict who says they're not going to do something ever again, and then they go right back to it. It's like they blink and they're back to doing the exact same thing that they said that they're not going to do. Like, this is someone who's like, I'm never going to leave you by yourself, and then in the same breath is like already taking a big step back outside, like the door to leave. I don't understand. So the karma for this person is that they're going to have to go through, I get it, deep dark realizations of how it is that they are false people, false promises, ego, with the dragon totem being here. They're going to have to go through an ego death. They're going to realize what's real and what's not, and a lot of what's not real is who it is that they think that they are. And then they're going to have to reconnect to their senses, their inner nature, their inner essence, their reality, their truest strengths and their truest deficits, so that they can then undo the karma that they're building for themselves and move back into an authentic path of their own. Yeah, but they're going to keep projecting, which means they're not going to be able to take accountability, which means this path of self-punishment, self-hatred, suffering to learn life lessons is going to keep being perpetuated. They're going to keep going through these cycles. What is going to be the karma for the person that's on the minor pile number 3 for what it is that they did? This person is going to have to go through an awakening. They're going to have to go through an awakening, which will require an ego death, which was what I thought with the focus card coming out here as well. We have wisdom and colors and numbers. Yeah, they're going to keep meeting what you told them. You already know their karma because you've already told them. You've already warned them about it. But they're just not listening. They're just not listening. They don't want to change. They don't want to adapt. They don't want to transform. They like feeling comfortable within the focus that they hold of themselves, and they like the false persona. They're going to end up going through a burnout where they exhaust themselves, their resources, or their ability to reach for anything that they can use to manipulate, keeping that false persona up, which will bring them into an ego death, which will create suffering because they are resistant to surrendering to the truth. And that is the problem. That is the problem. They're going to keep going through that process and meeting the same dead end, because when they're presented with a choice to start to live more authentically, they choose opposite to that. They choose opposite to that, and they go back to the false persona because it's what they feel safe with doing, which means it's just false progress. If it seems like they're doing well, it's false. It's false. It's a false persona. It's a false act. It's not real. Prosperity coming out here, yeah, it's not real. It's a reflection that they want people to see. It's not real. It's going to be very easily shattered as well. Like the progress, the material success, the wealth, the things that they're flaunting, the happiness that they're posing to have is not real. And it's going to be very easily shatterable in the very near future, which you'll hear about either through social media, like they're going to make statuses of the bad things that keep happening, and they're going to try and blame things like curses or other people, evil eye, like false things, when it's not. It's just the balance of what they've created. That is the karma. They're going to lose everything as quickly as they gained it because it's not real. Yeah, a lot of their karma is going to be based on their own courage as well, and their own boldness. They're going to feel weak in times when they're being invited to confront what it is that they've been running from, and they're going to continue to run because they won't stand there and take accountability. They won't choose better. No, they like the games that they've created in their own head, and they like implementing those games in the world around them because it fools people for a time being. And once they are revealed, eventually they are exposed every time, but once they're revealed, people figure out who they are and then they leave them alone, or they treat them accordingly, like how they deserve to be treated. And that's going to be part of the karma as well. They're going to deal with abandonment and rejection wounds again and again and again and again because they're rejecting and abandoning themselves. That is the truth of the karma pile number 3. Those are the messages that I have for you today. Thank you so very much for stopping by. I hope this has come a positive service to you. With all that being said, until next time, bye-bye. Hello, pile number 4, and welcome to your reading. Thank you guys so much for being here today. So by now you guys would have chosen the soulmate crystal, which looks like this. And touching on the energy, this would have been someone who was an ex-lover that did wrong by you. This could have been someone who left you feeling like they took advantage of you, either financially, for like your resources, or someone who probably took advantage of you sexually, physically, or materially. I feel like this person was phony, fake, pretended to care for you when they didn't. They weren't there when you needed them the most. They made false promises. They made you feel like you had to always overgive to, or like overcompensate to make up for where they were lacking. The song that I got for you guys was Money on Me by Russ. which told me that, yeah, you guys have been reclaiming your resources, restabilizing yourself, proving this person wrong, but it's more like you've been proving to yourself the truth. You know what I'm saying? This person, just phony, you know what I'm saying? I think they could have made a lot of comparisons of you with people from their past. Like, you could have felt like this person had you in a third party situation. This person could have cheated on you, and if they did, I am so sorry, because it's never nice. It's never nice. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a good thing that they've been revealed, like the truth of who they are, but it's never a nice revelation. It's never a nice truth. What did this person do to my viewer that wronged him? This person fooled you. They changed very quickly. They could have made false promises, gave you false hope, gave you an idea of something that they wanted, and then like overnight they changed. This is giving me like they left you at the altar. You're about to get married and then they didn't show up. This is also showing me that this person could have given you a false idea of what things were, how it was going to be. They could have led you on, made you feel like you guys were in love, that you were like their one and only. They sent you a lot of messages about how much they loved you and how much they wanted to be with you, and really it just turned out that they were the frog, not the prince, once you kissed them. This person could have kind of breadcrumbed you as well, like shown affection, but you never felt intimacy, you know? This person could have also learnt about you. So this person could have fished out of you like your dreams, your hopes, your aspirations, and then painted a false persona to fit your desires and your requirements without actually wanting to deliver. You know what I'm saying? Like, this person was learning about you very, very closely so that they could strategically approach you or calculate ways to sway your ideas or convince you into believing things that they wanted you to believe. This person could also have restricted your options. They could have been someone who convinced you that they wanted to be with you forever, but they didn't love you, you know, and you felt that, you knew that, and you're like, so you don't actually love me, but you don't want me to be with someone who will love me? Like, you know, that's how I felt, I think, for you. And you guys got sick of it, and you woke up to the fact that this person wasn't in love with you. They were just doing what the bare minimum, really, of what you wanted, so that you would stick around long enough. Yeah, so that you would stick around long enough while they got on with what they were trying to do in the background and create for themselves. It was like they treated you like a place filler. And I'm so sorry, pile number 4. I really don't even like the idea that you guys would have felt that way. But you realize that you deserved so much more, so much better than what this person could have done for you. Because if you can see here, I'm seeing this as you, and I'm seeing this as them. This, you're holding real results. You're holding real beauty. You're holding real life. You've cultivated real results. You know what I'm saying? Whereas this, painting results, painting ideas, painting personas, painting backgrounds, pictures, perspectives, but they were always false. They were never a reality to begin with. And I think you guys woke up to this, and I think that's how they really affected you. They made you probably undervalue what it was that you had to give and offer to the table or to relationships, and they kind of took advantage of all the beauty it was that came with you, all the resources that came with you, all the goodness that came with you. And you realize that you didn't want to be wanted for what it is that you have. You want to be wanted and loved for who it is that you are, your sovereignty, your heart, your love, the things that really matter at the end of the day. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the karma for the person that did wrong by you, pile number 4. They're going to see you continue to succeed in your own ambitions and in your own goals. You're going to end up re-stabilizing yourself in either redecorating your home, getting a new home, moving, setting up, becoming more stable than what you were with this person. So a lot of what this person is going to get as karma is they're going to get a rude awakening to seeing how empty their life really is. Inside this egg is dead seeds. Apart from one seed that is yellow, it's still alive. This person is going to wake up to how much of their life was provided by you, how much of their life was designed by you. It was beautiful because of you and what it was that you had to offer. And this person's going to realize that, oh shit, by like undervaluing you and overlooking everything that you brought into their life, they've kind of had illusions ripped away from their eyes that they weren't the ones to thank for all the beauty and all the goodness and all the sweetness that was in their life. That's what they're waking up to. All of this niceness, all the sweetness, all the good times, and being comforted by surroundings of what this person had. They've realized it was because of you. It wasn't because of what they brought to the table, what they had to offer, what they were stabilized with before they came into contact with you. It was everything that you had, that you then contributed into their life. And they're going to realize that they have nothing. They really have nothing. Yeah, they really have nothing. And they're going to gain a new, fresh perspective of what it was that you actually did with the time it is that you had with this person. It's like you were the provider, the giver, the nurturer. You were everything that a relationship requires to be retained. And I think you came to a realization like, why am I doing all of this? And I think you pulled back and then realized that this person was giving zero effort. Zero. And you're like, okay, well, I may as well just keep doing this, but by myself, because when I'm with this person, all they do is make me feel overlooked, undervalued, unappreciated, unworthy, unloved, or unlovable. They make me feel ugly. They make me feel rejected, unwanted. And you're like, if that. I don't deserve that. I do too much. I've done too much. I have too much to give. I deserve the same as what I can give. You know? And I think that's fair. Requiring the same standard of what you give is more than fair, pile number 4. And I think you're starting to treat yourself how this person should have been treating you in partnership. And it shocked this person. They see that you've gotten resilient, pile number 4, and that's part of their karma. They've seen that the times that they thought that they had you fooled, you weren't fooled. You were just brushing things off. The times that they thought you were okay with things, or that they were getting away with things, if anything, you were just becoming more emotionally distant. This person literally watched you fade away from them, and they did nothing because they were ego inflated, thinking that they had the upper hand. And now that you have left their life, they've lost everything. They've lost everything, and they're realizing how much effort is going to have to be put in to grow past the suffering of this experience and the suffering of this rebuild. They're going to have to get to know who it is that they really are, because for the longest time they attached who it was that they were to your identity and what it was that you did and what it was that you have. And I think you're reclaiming your power back from this person in that way. What is the karma for the person that did wrong by my viewer of pile number 4? The karma is that they're going to have to wake up to the falsities that they have created for themselves in their own life and realize that, once again, you are everything that they thought that they had and have and are and were and will be. They very strongly mistaken you and themselves. I think you let them away with a lot of things. You didn't hold them accountable in the ways that they needed to, and in ways I feel like you might have felt as though you tamed, like created a beast in this person, because they were so sweet and soft and shy and timid and quiet in the beginning, that you felt like you thought that they might have just needed love. But no, this person was calculated. They became corrupted by their desires, pile number 4. And they poisoned themselves with their own illusions. And as a result, the fall was much harder than what you might have actually seen. I heard fall from grace. What was the lesson for my viewer? Oh, yeah, the lesson is to accept what you know when you first see it. Accept the truth without sugarcoating it. Say things as you see them, accept them for what they are. To inquire about what doesn't make sense, and to discover the truth behind things that don't sit right or seem weird. Don't allow yourself to be blindly led or to blindly believe things that people impose on you. We have changed in the night, yeah. You've learned a lot from this connection, and you've learned a lot more healthy boundaries. You've gained maturity through this process of what love is, what it looks like, and what healthy love is for you. But most of all, you've learned what you don't want. We're covering up errors, yeah. You've learned what you don't want to experience moving forward, and that is your justice in this connection. Yeah, so what it is that you have to look forward to is create your own happiness regardless of conditions, manage to be glad, and time, pressure, and in a rush, but in reverse. So this is saying that you're going to gain back your time. You're going to feel much more comfortable in your own surroundings, in your own skin, doing what you love to do. You're going to get back to doing what brings you happiness, being who it is that you are, getting to keep what it is that you build for yourself, and no longer feeling like you have to walk on eggshells, no longer feeling like you have to people please to keep the peace. You know what I'm saying? And instead you're going to feel like you are able to go with how life is flowing for you, change, move with the momentum, and build for yourself correctly this time. And this will allow you to move towards connections that will help you to actually be happy. Instead of you having to create all the happiness all the time, you will find someone that you can actually be happy with, because they will be healthy for you. They will want to bring out the best in you, and you in turn will do the same thing for them. You'll look out for each other. You won't have to people please. You'll be able to be completely open and honest with this person, and this person will want to correct their ways when they recognize what they're doing is harmful or hurtful to you. That is the biggest sign that someone is good for you when it comes to potential partnerships, is that they will correct what is not healthy, or what does not retain healthiness in the connection, or what does not uphold love and the morals and the values of what comes with monogamous relationships. Number 4. So those are the messages that I have for you today. This person is not going to find a relationship anytime soon. The types of relationships that they have will lack substance, and they'll fall through, and highlight to them everything that they kind of put you through. That is a part of their karma, because it's what's going to teach them to correct their ways and not treat people the ways that they have treated you. And in turn, in your karma, you're going to attract someone in who's much better fitting for you, where you're going to experience a much better relationship, especially with yourself as well, because you've gotten closer with yourself as a result of distancing yourself as for someone else. You distance from yourself for the sake of someone else to keep them happy, and this has taught you why you shouldn't do that. Pile number 4. So those are the messages I have for you today. Once again, with all that being said, thank you so much for stopping by, and until next time.